Come with me to watch some Scottish Premier League action between Hearts and Dundee United. This week's travel has started a little bit different. However, the one thing that'll never change is me going into a club shop and coming out looking like it's thrown up on me. I'm going for a shirt, a scarf, anything else that I can get my hands on. I'm checked in and it's time to have a look around the room, and I must say on first glance this looks sensational. Can we just appreciate how cool this is, by the way? So there's a constant live feed of the pitch that you can access obviously from your room, so it's just on all the time. So as you can see, they're cutting the grass for tomorrow, making sure the pitch is really nice. Bit random, but fantastic at the same time. And after spending a little bit of time in the room, it's now time to go and have a good look around the stadium. And after hearing about all the history of the club from Derek, I'm really excited to be walking out the tunnel at Tynecastle. There's so much history associated with this club, and I can tell you now from just walking around, it feels like such a special place. And I have to say, the groundsman has got this pitch looking absolutely sensational for tomorrow. Just look at the man here. You can tell that is a man who takes his job seriously. And after a bit more walking around and a pure stroke of luck, we've seen Hearts' latest signing. Now, after seeing the pitch from higher up in the stand, it's now time to walk down the tunnel myself and see what it's like coming out the tunnel at Tynecastle. And I have to say, this looks absolutely incredible. I cannot explain to you or even try and put into words what a unique feel this stadium has. I could only imagine what it's going to be like in here tomorrow when all the Hearts fans are in. The place is going to be bouncing, I can just tell already. Now we're going to have a look around the Hearts Museum, and by a pure stroke of luck, we've bumped into George Fleming, who used to play for Hearts and Dundee.
George was one of my heroes, right? He was well known for scoring late goals.
Headers, or feet, or both. Anything, it's like anything, it's like the goal.
So what was your position like, sort of winger?
Winger, shove it inside forward in those days.
Yeah.
What would you ring worth today? In today's market?
No.
No, what?
No.
I know a good agent, we'll still get you on.
I have to say, I was so grateful to meet George. He was an absolutely diamond fella. Such a lovely man, and it was really good to speak to him about his previous experiences playing for Hearts and playing for Dundee as well. If you're visiting Tynecastle, you need to come and have a look inside the museum. Tonight I'm actually going to be staying in the Tynecastle Stadium Hotel, which is the hotel that's owned by Hearts, which is a very unique experience, something I've not experienced before and something I'm very much looking forward to. I've had a good look around. The facilities are impeccable. I'm really impressed. The standard of the customer service is just amazing. I'm so impressed with what I've experienced up to now. After sleeping in the comfiest bed I've ever stayed in my life and this amazing breakfast, I've gone back to the club shop and treated myself to the away shirt. Now I'm ready for the game. It's time to get in the Tynecastle Arms and get myself a nice pint of Guinness. The atmosphere in here is absolutely buzzing. These Hearts fans are right up for it today. And now it's time to review the Guinness like we do every weekend. However, this one is finally in a glass.
Tynecastle Arms, pint review, let's do it. Miles off, however, very nice, strong 9 out of 10.
Now, because the first pint was so good, I'm going to squeeze in one more pint and it's time to pick the tickets up. Massive shout out to Frankie Kent for taking care of us today with the tickets. And we're finally in the stadium. The fans are piling in, and I'm very excited to be going in and seeing what it's like on a game day at Tynecastle. And I can tell you now, the atmosphere is warming up already. The Hearts fans are right up for this one, and I am as well. Based on this form guard here, there's not much between the two teams. However, I've got a feeling Hearts are going to absolutely steamroll them today. I'm thinking 3-4-0. Very comfortable win at home. And what about this weather as well? This has to be the warmest day Scotland have ever had. I think it's only about 12 degrees, but doesn't it rain something like 300 days a year? Anyway, enough about the weather. The teams are coming out now, and I cannot wait to get stuck into this one. My first ever Scottish Premier League game, and I have to say the atmosphere inside of here is absolutely electric. And fair play to the away fans as well, they're having a right go already. So excited to be getting tucked into this one. And just like that, we are underway. After the early exchanges in the game, Hearts are the miles better team already. They're playing the better football, they're having the better chances. It's only a matter of time before they score, I'm telling you now. This game has just been absolutely flipped on its head. Hearts have had a red card. At first glance, this tackle didn't look brilliant at all. But it looked like the Dundee player went flying in as well. So I think that's a bit of a wild decision from the ref, just getting the red card straight out. And as you can see, the fans are not happy with the referee at all here. Quick half-time update. Hearts, much better side. They've had a man sent off, however, I still fancy them to win this game. I just think they've got much more quality across the park. I think Dundee have struggled against them really, so even though they're a man down, I'm still going to commit and say Hearts are going to win this game 2-1. We're back underway for the second half, and like I just said, I'm still confident Hearts are going to win this game. I feel like they've been much better. Even with a man down, they're still creating the better chances, but they just cannot put the ball in the net. And it looks like my predictions in the bin here. Dundee have just taken the lead. Probably the only clear-cut chance that I can think of this game for Dundee, and they've finished it. And this fella here is absolutely buzzing. He's even took his top off to celebrate. What a man. Even with a man down, going one behind, they're still pressing for the equaliser here. I think they're going to get it. And just like that, my predictions in the bin. Dundee United have beaten Hearts 1-0 at Tynecastle, and I cannot believe it. So guys, game 9 done, and I'm absolutely gutted for Hearts. I think for 90 minutes they've been the better team, even with a man down. They continued to press. They fought for literally the full 90 minutes. I think any Hearts fans that are following me currently, you've got to be proud of that performance. I thought they were absolutely brilliant. I always try to remain unbiased with any games that I come to, but it's hard not to be gutted for Hearts today, just from the performance I've seen from them. They're a brilliant team, work really, really hard for each other, and I'm gutted they've lost that. However, a fantastic day at Tynecastle. As always, thank you so much to everyone that follows me, that's been liking my content, sharing it. Really appreciate it, and I'm excited to see what we get for next week. So stay tuned this week. I'll be announcing where I'm going next week, but for now, enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you soon.